Hello and welcome to today's session. Today's topic is grounded confidence and two practices that help us to become more grounded. And before we start, I'd like us to listen, or I'm going to read it, to the inspiration for today's practice. What we're going to do today in the practice is going to be open-eyed mirror gazing into the mirror. So I hope you have your mirror ready, and we're going to prepare ourselves with intensive breathwork practice. And I'm going to read the inspiration for today's practice in a moment. Let's arrive together in the room. So let's set ourselves up in a way that after I read the inspiration to you, we can go straight into the breathwork practice. We've got half an hour to do that. So what you need is either, if you're going to be sitting, you want to be sitting in a way that you can be upright but relaxed. Your feet are touching the ground, your knees are apart and just above your ankles. And if you tend to get dizzy with intense breath work, make sure that there is behind you somewhat of a structure that can hold you. So just a seat that will allow you to rest in case you need it. If you are happier to lie down, you can do that too. So prepare your space that you can lie down, but also that you're able to come up easily and look into the mirror or turn to the mirror as soon as we're finished, okay? So make sure you've got everything ready, your mirror, your cushion, maybe your blanket, whatever you need to stay comfortable and be warm. And then I'm going to be starting with just 2 minutes from the book Atlas of the Heart by Brene. Super fantastic book. And when I read what I'm going to read to you, I just thought this is exactly what I need, and this is probably what a lot of other people find super useful to think about. So this book is about emotions, identifying our emotions, what they tell us, what we can learn from them, and things like that. And Brene, she's a researcher, and she created something called grounded theory. And this is all about cultivating meaningful connections. And this cultivating meaningful connection consists of 3 aspects. One, developing grounded confidence, what we're going to be doing a little bit today, practicing the courage to walk alongside, and then practicing stewardship. We're not going to go into this, but when she talks about connection, she talks about in the way that she calls the energy that exists between people when they feel seen, heard, and valued, when they can give and receive without judgment, and when they derive sustenance and strength from the relationship. Sounds pretty good, hey? So when she talks about developing grounded confidence, she talks about it like this. Our armoring behaviors keep us from showing up in ways that are aligned with our values. As we learn to recognize and remove our armor, we replace it with grounded confidence. So when she talks about armoring, that's something that happens when we experience trauma, so experiences that we can't digest in the moment, and then they kind of become this sort of block or shield that is meant to protect us, but really it keeps us from really being our true self. And she goes on to say, developing grounded confidence is driven by a commitment to learning and improving. Its near enemy is knowing and proving. And in our culture, we are quick to mistake knowing and proving for confidence. So when they're actually a function of so low self-worth. So let me say this again. In our culture, we're quick to mistake knowing and proving for confidence. So, but these are actually a sign of low self-worth. And fragile self-worth is the far enemy of grounded confidence. A fragile self-worth drives us to self-protect at all costs. So we're always defending ourselves. And then she goes on, the last skill under this category is feeling embodied and connected to self. We don't talk enough about the importance of embodiment and what happens to us when we're disconnected from our physical selves. In his book, The Body Keeps the Score, some of you know this already, the trauma researcher Bessel van der Kolk writes, trauma victims cannot recover until they become familiar with and befriend the sensations in their bodies. Being frightened means that you live in a body that is always on guard. Angry people live in angry bodies. The bodies of child abuse victims are tense and defensive until they find a way to relax and feel safe. In order to change, people need to become aware of their sensations and the way that their bodies interact with the world around them. Physical self-awareness is the first step in releasing the tyranny of the past. So Van der Kolk goes on to explain that the mind needs to be re-educated to feel physical sensations, and the body needs to be helped to tolerate and enjoy the comforts of touch. Individuals who lack emotional awareness are able, with practice, to connect their physical sensations to psychological events. Then they can slowly reconnect with themselves. So, to remind ourselves, grounded confidence is driven by learning and curiosity, even about our own bodies. For many of us, myself included, it's easier to live in our heads and be completely disconnecting from our bodies. But there's a cost. So insomnia, injuries, exhaustion, depression, anxiety, the body has powerful ways to get our attention. Isn't that exciting? So I hope you find this as exciting as I do, because now we're going to go into the practice that will give us the opportunity to come back into our body and to create a connection with ourselves. So let's dive down into the practice. Start by sitting upright, making sure that you are in a comfortable position. If you do want to lie down, you can. But we're going to start with the breath work. Now we're going to go for 3 rounds, circular breathing in and out, into the nose, out through the mouth. It looks like this. So it's a regular pace, and the inhale begins as soon as you exhale. So if you imagine a wheel constantly turning, as soon as you exhale, you inhale again, and you will notice very quickly that you get a little bit dizzy, and that's normal. So don't worry about that. And I'm going to guide you through a few rounds of that. Then we're going to exhale, hold, inhale, hold, and then we go again. Okay, and then we're going to go immediately after this. I'm going to guide you into the mirror gazing meditation. So make sure that you have your mirror ready to go. So while you're there, let your hands maybe rest on your knees if you're sitting up. Open your chest, maybe pull your shoulders up a little bit and then back. Soften your face. You can close your eyes if you wish. And then you start breathing in slowly, slowly. We're starting very easy pace. Inhale slowly in. Exhale completely out. Inhale. Exhale. On the exhalation, you soften. On the inhalation, you fill up your whole entire body, belly, chest, full rest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure your inhale is as even and as comfortable as you can be. And your exhale is completely, entirely let go of the breath, completely let the air out, out, out before you inhale again. Exhale. In and out. In and out. Fantastic. in and out. And you might already start feeling a little bit of a tingle, a little bit of a woozy sensation. That's completely normal. Please continue. Just breathing softly, fully. Inhale fully into the belly, ribcage, chest. Exhale completely. All the air goes out, 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 out. And inhale again. And exhale. Wonderful. Inhale through the nose fully. Inhale. Exhale completely out through the mouth. Making sure that all the oxygen goes in and then all the carbon dioxide goes out. There's more oxygen now coming in, more carbon dioxide leaving the body. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Continue breathing in. Exhaling out. Inhaling fully. Exhaling completely. Wonderful. Doing fantastic here. Now we're going to do 10 more breaths. Try to inhale a little bit more, maybe just 1 or 2%. And notice that your breast and your chest are maybe lifting, maybe your shoulders a little bit, but try to focus more on the inhale, exhalation, the rising and sinking of your chest and of your belly. As you inhale and exhale, try to send your breath also into the back, and so that this is three-dimensional. If you feel a little bit tight in this breathing, maybe give yourself a hug and just check where you feel the tension, and just check if your breathing is three-dimensional, going in all directions, to the front, to the back, to the side. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Wonderful. We're going 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths like this. Inhale. Exhale completely. Whoo. And last time. Inhale fully. Completely. And then exhale, exhale, exhale. And then you stop breathing completely. Hold your breath here. And try to just sit there or lie there, with your shoulders completely relaxed, your hands completely relaxed, your face is soft, your neck is soft, your whole body is soft. And you're just holding your breath. The air is out of your body. Out, 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 and you just hold. And as you're holding, maybe there's sensation you're noticing that are unusual to your normal body sensations. Maybe there's a tingling, maybe there's coldness, maybe there's heat, maybe there's tenseness. That's normal. And you keep holding for 15 more seconds here. Try to relax in that hold. Try to just be. You're doing fantastic. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You inhale completely. And then you hold. And while you're holding, you're relaxing your shoulders. Let them melt like butter on a hot day. Soften your face, soften your hands, soften your feet, and you're holding again. Now with your breath full, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Wonderful. Second round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I might notice maybe it's a bit easier now. Inhale. Exhale. Wonderful. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And if you find this is too fast, you can slow it down, but make sure your inhale is just as long as your exhale. Your exhale can be a little bit longer than the inhalation, but just try and make it as even as possible and that it is connected as possible. So you don't want to have a break in between the inhale or the exhale. Okay, keep going. We have 25 breaths left here. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. And if you like, you can imagine there's a wheel where your belly button is. And as you inhale, it turns in one direction. The wheel turns in one direction as you inhale. And in the other direction as you exhale. Sometimes those pictures help. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Wonderful. Try and keep that pace. Even if it starts twitching your face, maybe your fingers start tingling, that's okay. Keep going fully and completely. Inhale. Try to relax on the exhalation, let go of all tension, release all thinking. You're just completely the breath now. You're no more thinking, only breathing. Inhale, exhale. Fantastic. You have 12 more breaths just like that. And now if there is some restlessness in the body, maybe you want to move, maybe you want to go in circles, circulate, maybe you want to move your head, that's okay. Whatever you need to be doing to continue breathing in this way, you can do that. You don't have to, you can also stay still. But if there's restlessness in your body and you are free enough to let your body move, you can do this. So you can go in circles, you can go forth and back, that's okay. You've got 7 more breaths here. Give it everything you got now. Maybe inhale just a tiny bit more, exhale a tiny bit more. Fantastic, and you're almost there. 5 more breaths. Inhale. Full breath. Complete breath. Exhale. Wonderful. 4 more breaths. Inhale deep. Exhale completely. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale complete. Wonderful. 2 more. And last breath fully in. And let go, let go, let go. All the air goes out, 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 out. All the tingle is fantastic. Hold your breath here. Doing fantastic. This is really good. If it doesn't feel good just now, it will in a moment. Try and let go of every thinking. Just be in the moment. Enjoy, accept, welcome the sensations that are coming. They might be unusual. They might be uncomfortable. That is okay. The more you're going to do this practice, the more comfortable it will become. Your body is fighting a little bit maybe, but maybe also not. Maybe it's enjoying what it's feeling. Maybe the tingling is quite pleasant really when you let go of the thinking about it. Maybe let's just happen. Let it happen a little bit longer. Hold your breath out a little longer. We've got 15 more seconds to go. You're almost there. Try and soften the hands, try and soften the feet, try and soften the face. And you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale fully. And hold. Soften your gaze if your eyes are open. Soften your shoulders, hands and feet. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Wonderful. Last time. Let's give it everything we got. We're going to go fully, deeply. And now, if there is movement, if there is maybe your spine wants to go up and down, maybe if you want to go in a circle, if you want to maybe circulate your neck, you can do it. Don't let this be your main focus. Just if your body needs it, if your body tells it, if your body thinks, this might be really delicious to do, then do that. If you think, I'm happy lying here, I'm happy sitting here, stay there. Just breathe and breathe and breathe and breathe. Anytime there comes a thought into your head, accept it, let it come, let it go. Come back to the breath. Hear your breathing coming in and out. Really listen to the sound of your own breathing. Give yourself up completely. You're just a breathing mechanism. You're only the body now. There's no more thinking, no more headology. There's just bodyology. And yes, if you have to yawn, if you maybe have to make a sound, then do that. That's okay. Let's go for it. 20 more breaths here. You're doing fantastic. Go a little bit more deeper, a little bit more full. Double check if there is breath in your belly, in your breast, in your chest. Maybe you can just touch your belly, your chest, and just check, am I breathing in all directions? You can do that if you want. You don't need to. If you're fully in the zone, keep going. Just keep breathing. Inhale. Fantastic. You're almost there, halfway there. Doing fantastic here. There's the tingle. Welcome the tingle. Might go stronger now. That's okay. You got now 15 more breaths. Go for it. Go completely, go fully. Exhale completely. Don't cut your exhalation short. Really make sure all the exhalation goes out, 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 out. Okay, last 11. Give it everything you got now. Go in a circle if you need to. Maybe even there's restlessness in your arms. You can now even shake them up if you want. Otherwise, stick with what you got. Give it everything. Last 6 breaths. Doing fantastic here. Inhale fully. Exhale completely. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last 3 once. You're almost there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. All the air goes out, out, out through the mouth. And last breath, hold here. Complete out, complete out, complete out. And we're holding softly, completely in suspense. Imagine this is not a breath hold where we kind of tense up. This is a breath hold where we're holding in suspense. Almost like when you dive into water and there's that moment where you're not moving any deeper into the water and you're not coming up yet. You're just kind of in that moment where you're just in suspense. This is now where you are. Holding your breath. Hold the breath out, letting the sensation arise in you. Noticing where the sensations are in your cheeks, in your hands, in your shoulders, in your back. Where in your back? Upper back, lower back, maybe in your feet, maybe in your knees, maybe in your buttocks. Wherever it is, just notice it. Don't judge it, just let it happen. Maybe there's temperature changes, maybe there's vibrating, whatever there is, notice it. And then just pay attention, be aware, be here, be still, you're almost there. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Hold. Soften shoulders, soften hands, feet, eyes. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let go. Let go of any breath holding, breath control. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Return to normal breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Give yourself a moment to return to normal breathing, where you don't think about the breath anymore, where the body takes over now. If there's still some breath holding, the body says, oh, I kind of think this is really nice. I hold it for a little bit more. That's okay. You can do this. I give you a little bit more time to kind of adjust and process. Feel how your body returns to normal. If it takes a bit longer, don't worry. Just let it happen. And now, in a moment, I ask you to slowly turn to your mirror. So if you've been lying on the floor for the breath work, slowly to roll to one side. Slowly push your way up. Let your head come up last. It's important to allow the body to adjust to the change in position. If you've been leaning on something, kind of come again into an upright position and face the mirror. And like with anything, if you need to adjust your position now, maybe sit a bit higher, maybe put a cushion under your behind, that you can do this. Maybe you need to stretch out your legs, you can do this. If you're sitting up or need to shake a little bit, you can do this, but not too much, not too vigorous, just like, stretch what you need to stretch. And then come in front of the mirror. This is now an interesting new way to connect to yourself, unless you've done mirror work before. You're going to stay with the breath throughout this practice, but the breath is not the main focus. The focus are your own eyes. And when you either found your way into sitting or standing, if you want to stand, that's okay too. Let your spine become long, but with being comfortable. Make contact with your eyes in the mirror. Take a moment to settle in, especially if this is new for you. And practice the feeling of looking at your own eyes in a way that is like looking at someone you fully and deeply trust and completely love. So you look at yourself, looking at someone that you completely trust and completely love. Let your breath become deeper and softer. As you exhale tension into the ground below you. Inhale. And then exhale any thoughts that may come up into the earth below you. You keep your breath flowing like water. And as you're eye gazing now, you soften palms of your hands. You let go of any tensions in your feet. Imagine that you're opening hands and feet like fists are opening with your imagination. Soften the skin on your forehead. Soften your entire face. Let go of tension in the connective tissue and the muscles all the way to the bones. Let go of your belly. Soften your ears and the space in and around the eyes. Stay with the gaze of your eyes in the mirror. Take another breath and soften everything at once as you exhale. Soften eyes, soften ears, soften hands, soften feet. Soften the tongue as it rests in the floor of your mouth. Soften the muscles in your pelvis region. If you're standing, let the hands hang by your side. If you're sitting, maybe the hands are resting on your legs. Or maybe you can also intermingle your fingers if you want. And let them rest in your lap. Soles and palms are softening, going softer, softer still. Your next inhale sweeps up to the region of your physical head, and then on the exhale again softening, like flow of water coming down from the top of your head, flowing over your face, down your neck, down your spine. Make it up that it's all easy. Soften your gaze, keep breathing. And soften now the jaw muscles. If you need to, maybe open your or move your jaw, do that. Soften again, palms and hands, feet. Allowing now the next inhalation to expand your awareness gently wider than your physical body, and playfully soften again the 6 points of softening: soles of the feet, palms of the hands, eyes, ears, muscles, and pelvic floor, groin region, tongue in your mouth. Inhales coming in deeply and sweetly into the region of the heart cave. The heart cave is about 3 finger width inside the center of your chest. Bring your awareness there and let your breath expand that area, the area in your chest, center of your chest. Each exhale is releasing layer by layer of tension, the energy of thinking itself. Let go of any particular experience that's needing to happen. Whatever's coming is coming. Everything's okay. Be aware that anything that arises will have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Breathe in now in the heart that is opening infinitely wider, like a flower opening to the morning sun, brimming over with supreme love that is flowing forth from your eyes, from the eyes that are being looked at in the mirror. Your breath is one stream of consciousness, unbroken stream of wakefulness. Keep the soft gaze in the mirror. Keep the breath softly, gently coming in and out. Stay here as long as you're willing. Let it saturate you. This is the gaze of someone who truly knows you, trusts you, and loves you. Let this love transform any particles of memory, awareness, or body that is holding onto any form of tension. Then, as you breathe in, you are receiving love from the being in the mirror through the eyes, through the eyes, through the heart, through every cell in your body. Bathe in it. Keep the eyes open, keep the gaze soft. It's like standing in the warm noon sun, receiving the rays of sun. So love is pouring over you, covering you from head to the golden, gleaming warm sunlight, covering you from head to toe. And notice how now your inhale is more fully, more softly. How any weight is falling away. Stay here. Continue to gaze into your own eyes, full of love and compassion. Now look at this being in the mirror and say your name. So I'm going to say Anna. Tell me who you are. So you keep looking at the mirror, look at yourself. You say your name and then you ask yourself, tell me who you are. And then you keep gazing, keep breathing softly, sweetly, relaxed. And anything that comes up, any words, any feelings, any pictures, any sensations, you're going to say out loud to yourself in the mirror without any judgment, just with acceptance. So go ahead now, tell me who you are. And you're accepting everything that comes up. I leave you for a few moments to do this practice. So you keep breathing, keep gazing, keep asking. Ask and leave it to come. Let it come up.